everyone, and welcome back to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. So, of course, before we get started, I'd like to invite you to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and come follow me as we discover our destinies. To my new subscribers and new followers, welcome to my tribe and family at large. Hey, listen, welcome back. Thank you for visiting my media resource and finding value in something that I have to say. I appreciate your time. And listen, if you like the content that I am bringing to you, why don't we let the YouTube community know? By simply hitting that like button, it gives our tribe and our family right here the greatest opportunity to grow. So, of course, I want to announce, of course, I am a certified professional life coach. If you are in need of life coaching services, please email me at theteaonnpd@gmail.com. That is the theteaonnpd@gmail.com. Want to direct your attention also to our merchandise, our store online. Y'all get your T on NPD merchandise right here on the channel. And certainly last but not least, our community tab on the channel has some great information. A lot of times there's some inspirational things in there. Also, our Thursday night live is usually posted there as well. We go live every Thursday night on this channel. You don't want to miss it. It is awesome, eclectic energy, y'all. Yes. So let's get into this video, y'all. Y'all saw the title. We gonna talk about it. We serving this tea hot. Okay, we are serving this tea hot about the rumination. I was asked the question, does a narcissist ruminate? Do they even care about the loss of supply? Right? Well, let me answer that question. The short answer to that question is yes. But they don't care for the same reasons that you think that they would care, okay? But I want to break it down to you. The ones that the narcissist ruminates over, I mean seriously ruminate, having those deep thoughts, because they're very surface individuals. But there are times where they have these deep thoughts. And that's why a lot of times you see that narcissists are chronically depressed. They have chronic anxiety, and a lot of them have schizophrenic features. I mean, these are things that run rampant in the diagnosis of being a narcissist. These are some of the commonalities that you find across the board when you look into the DSM-5 and you look at the traits and the characteristics of these individuals. So that grade A supply, baby, that grade A is gonna definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, leave that narcissist ruminating. Here's why. Number one, that bird family that helped the fool cheat and do all of the despicable things that they did to you, that bird family is a huge reason why. Now, the narcissist knows when they meet you, when they come in contact with good supply like yourself, because if you're watching this video, you probably grade A supply. Okay, you were probably there for the narcissist through the thick and the thin, the ups and the downs. Listen, the storm and the wind. Okay, so when he or she comes in contact with you, they already know that there's a beginning and an end date to this situation, this addiction ship. They know that. They just want to be in control of the ending because they always want to have a foot in the door. They always want to be able to come back. Yes, that bird always want to fly out of that tree back into your bed whenever they can. Okay, this is their whole mission, goal, and purpose of trying to actually be in charge or trying to control the discard. They want to control that. That is a huge reason why, and when they can't control it, that is a huge reason why they do ruminate over lost grade A supply. Because baby, you were not just grade A supply for the narcissist, but I told you before, you were grade A supply for that family as well. And so when the narcissist is alone, and especially if you were the one that did the discard and the narcissist can't contact you and you went no contact on them, and some of you all went blackout. I mean, just totally changed address, telephone numbers, and everything else, baby. That narcissist is catching it. Listen, left, right, and center. Yes, they are ruminating. Yes, because here's the thing. Where in the world are you going to find someone? Because see, that grade A supply, you all are like sitting, I told you before, on the soft, buttery seats of a Rolls Royce. Okay, this is where this narcissist was with you. Now, after that, they're going to have to downgrade to a Pinto, a 1970s whatever Pinto. I don't think that translation or that transition is going to be very smooth and comfortable at all for a narcissist. Yes, so they think about, these are the things that happens when they ruminate. They think about all of the things that you did, how you cared for the children. I mean, you didn't just, and they might not have even been your children. Okay, your biological children. They could have been children that the narcissist had with another relationship. But you treated those kids like they were your own. I mean, if there were family members sick in the family, you treated those family members like you would care for your own blood relatives. You bought food for the narcissist. Food for the family. You clothed the family. I mean, whenever something was needed, they always knew that you had a resource. And you were willing and able to provide that resource for them. You don't think that they think about? Absolutely, they think about it. This is the thing that keeps them so depressed, is because they have a trail of mishaps of people that they basically underestimated, just like yourself. Yeah, because see, in this whole rumination thing, it's not even like the narcissist ruminates and then begin to learn from all of the trails of mishaps that they have. No, because at the core of learning a lesson is empathy. And that's the thing that's the one thing that the narcissist, well, there are a lot of things that they lack, but that's the one thing that's at the core of learning is empathy. And a narcissist does not possess empathy. Not emotional empathy anyway. They do possess cognitive empathy, which means that they can mimic the behaviors and how they're supposed to act in a certain situation, but it's not emotional, meaning it's not genuine. It's not a genuine emotion. So they lack empathy, and in the trail of mishaps, they never learn their lesson because they lack empathy. That false self keeps them from turning the mirror back inwardly and looking at the mistakes that they made. They know that they messed up. They know that they jacked the situation, the addiction ship. They know that they jacked it up with you, and they know that they did it. And a lot of them know that they decimated the bridge at the final discard when that mask was completely off of that bird skunk. So they're sitting there ruminating over the fact that now you woke up, and like I told you in another video, lights out for the narcissist. Your awakening was lights out for the narcissist. But yeah, they ruminate over it. Absolutely. Absolutely. How can you not ruminate over someone that has been nothing but absolutely good to you? And then on top of all of that, this right here is the crazy thing. On top of all of that, that bird family that helped that narcissist cheat on you, lie to you, do all of these despicable things and cover up for that narcissist are the very ones that will ridicule the narcissist for losing you. They will pick at that narcissist, pick. I mean, just become the absolute pain in their rear ends. Okay, in the narcissist's rear end because because the narcissist lost you. This is what they do. It's a bunch of dysfunctional birds. They help the narcissist cheat and do all of the stuff that they did, but then they turn around because it's a family of vipers and they ridicule the narcissist for all of the dumb things that they did in the situation to actually lose you. This is what they do. I'm telling y'all. And then when the narcissist is in the middle of all of this devaluation, discard, and all of this is happening, and you're waking up and you're starting to ask questions of what's going on here. And then the family is looking at you crazy, like you're not supposed to be asking questions. Yeah, you remember. You start asking questions and then they turning up their nose at you getting an attitude because they already know that the end is near, and here they go with another discard. But see, this discard is not like the rest of them. Because see, you are the one that brought the stabilization to not just that bird, that narcissist, but you stabilized that family. With the way that you came in and presented yourself, your resources, and always trying to make up the difference for a family of birds and vipers that never deserve to be in your company in the first place. Yeah. So how can you be such an awesome person and the narcissist not ruminate over you? Of course they are. Of course they think about it. Of course they're ruminating over the loss of you. Absolutely. And that should be your motivating factor for never going back there. Because guess what? If you ever return to them, it would be 7 times worse than what it was when you left the situation. See, a lot of the reason that the narcissist does the rumination is because when they were in the situation, they knew the right thing to do and they didn't do it. See, their conscience turns back on them because we know that they don't have one, but they do have one. They understand that what they're doing is wrong, but the narcissist has an impaired conscience because when it comes to their consciousness over supply, oh, you better know, trust, and believe, baby. That supply is always going to take precedence over consciousness. It's always going to take precedence over doing the right thing. But the very reason they ruminate the way that they do is because they know what they did. And they know everything that they did was wrong. And they know how they abused you. But that happens when they get to that quiet place in the still of the night. That's why half the time they can't sleep. Because they're sitting up ruminating over the things that they've done to people that were good to them. People like yourself. But baby, let me tell you something. You let that rumination be the power and the motivating force to stay away from that narcissist. Because like I said before, if you go back, it's going to be 7 times greater than what it was when you left. And the narcissist doesn't change. They don't ever change. Baby, when you woke up out of that stupor that you were in, you were giving it to that narcissist. Like I told you, left, right, and center. You were asking questions. You weren't caring about what the family was looking at you crazy, because at that point they had already started with their devalue. The narcissist just doesn't devalue. The family does it too, because the narcissist got a full-on smear campaign going. But baby, you woke up out of that thing and you saw it for what it was, baby, and you shut the lights out and snatched the generator up out of that bad boy. You told the narcissist, that bird, he can get with the new supply, the back burner supply, and a whole field of cows and the safari if he wanted to or she wanted to. You were out of there. Because listen, once grade A supply wakes up, once you wake up, I'm talking about that supply that they never will ever find again. Baby, it's over. It is over. It is lights out. And the narcissist knows that. They know that. So when they're sitting up ruminating, they're ruminating over all of the things that happened, everything that took place from start to finish, and how you left that thing, and you didn't leave it to the narcissist to decimate the bridge. Baby, you decimated that bad boy and created an ocean between y'all. I'm talking about one like the Mediterranean Sea, baby. Yes, never to return again. These are the things that happens. And these are the very things that play out in the narcissist's mind over and over and over again. They will look for you in 100 million others and never find you. Because like I told you, you're cold. You're bad with what you do. Because you're powered by a deity much higher than you. And so when the narcissist loses that, baby, you better believe they're going to be ruminating over you for the rest of their life. And that's the level. That is the leveler that you use as a step up and a step out of that situation. Because that's all it was. It was an addiction ship. It was never love. Never love. A narcissist doesn't love anyone. But all of the things that you went through, all of the things that the narcissist did to you, these are the things that they think about in that rumination. So yeah, they ruminate. Not that they're sorry, but sorry that their game didn't work infinitely on you. That's what they ruminate about. And the fact that they know that they will never find another you. So yeah, you asked me the question, do they ruminate? Yeah, absolutely they do. But you just keep being bad. You keep shining. You keep winning. And I'm talking about brightly. Because that's what the narcissist got to watch you do. Now while they sitting up ruminating and you minding your business and you on your glow up and your blow up game. That right there, that adds to the rumination that they got going on. And that's why I tell you, don't look back. Don't look down. There are no blessings on the ground, baby. Ha! Because we know the Almighty Creator is in control of it all. This was not something that you were meant to sit in. This was something that you were meant to just pass through. And that's just what it is. Just like those thoughts in the narcissist's mind, except for they don't just get to pass through those. Those are recycling thoughts, the ruminating thoughts that go through their mind each and every time they think about you, which is probably practically every day, several hours of the day. You're unforgettable. You're unforgettable. You're irreplaceable and invaluable. Know that. Trust and believe you are. You are an asset. Yes, you are. You cold. You're beautiful inside and out. That's something to ruminate over. So yeah, they ruminate over you. And they'll continue to. But that's not an invitation to return. All right, y'all. So until the next video, I wanted to cover this topic, wanted to give it to you all. I have not discussed this topic before. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I love you all. You be safe out there. And until the next video, I love you all. See you at the top. Ciao.